The iconic red and white uniforms of Team Canada may be familiar, but the faces under the helmets probably are not. With the NHL superstars out of the Olympics, Canadians playing in Europe and Russia suddenly find themselves as Olympic hopefuls. Players such as Rene Bourque, who skated with 6 different NHL teams. They're all together for the first time this week at a pre-Olympic tournament in Moscow.
I couldn't have dreamed of a better situation. Like most of us here, I think we realized we would never be in this spot, but now that we are, we want to take advantage of it.
The last few Olympics, you really didn't need a program to know the players on the men's hockey team. They're already among the most famous athletes in Canada. Not so with these lesser knowns who now all have a shot at hockey immortality.
Russia's Continental Hockey League is generally seen as the #2 league in the world after the NHL, and 19 Canadians trying to crack the Olympic roster play for KHL clubs, including former Colorado Avalanche, Wojtek Wolski.
This is a pretty great thing to be able to do and to be able to try out for this team. Just thinking about it makes me emotional sometimes, and to be able to make this team possibly is probably one of the greatest accomplishments of my life.
General Manager Sean Burke predicts once the tournament starts, fans will quickly forget the superstars stayed home.
It's the Olympic Games. It's the greatest sporting event in the world. So, I don't know what the general feeling is. Obviously, I think in Canada, when you sit down, the Olympics come on, you're going to watch.
Team Russia and Team Canada.
Russians, weary of Olympic doping controversies, seem excited to finally start thinking about top-tier hockey. The pre-Olympic face-off with Canada has been heavily hyped on Russian TV.
Россия, Canada.
Though the Russian team won't be allowed to wear Russian colors or even call itself Team Russia as punishment for the doping scandal, Russians clearly want to see their players win. We must go to defend the honor and dignity of our country, said Russian star Pavel Datsyuk. As for doping, while we were at the practice, 4 nondescript officials showed up for a surprise testing of Canada's players. Head coach Willie Desjardins says players have had the rules drilled into them.
I don't know, stuff can come out in testing, but our guys know the situation. Our Hockey Canada and our doctors have done a good job educating our players.
On the ice, the coach says things are still rough. The players don't know each other. Management has until January 21st to sort out the issues before deciding who goes to the Olympics. Chris Brown, CBC News, Moscow.